tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go with round 1, a massive fight feel in this arena tonight because for the first time since 2016, the great Ronda Rousey is back and believes she has solved some problems here as she tries to rematch Amanda Nunes.
Yes, she has rediscovered that desire to fight in the octagon. And what motivated her was the thought of fixing the result of the Amanda Nunes fight. She got embarrassed the first time. She wants to go out this time and make sure that the result is different.
Hook attempt now, blocked though by Rousey. All right, so with immediacy, the jiu-jitsu fighter closes the distance and gets her to the clinch. This is exactly where the kickboxer did not want to be early in this fight.
No, she wanted space, she wanted distance, she wanted it to be clean. This clinch position is anything but clean. And right now, she is exactly where she needs to be.
Looks as though that kick to the body got through. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on... From the beginning to the end here. So she's holding on to her here, not doing too much, really just looking to recover. Nunes gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
She gets in very close and gets to the single collar tie.
Nice. Nicely done. All right, so it looks as though, yes, she's starting to deal with some swelling now, so defensively got to figure out a way to shore things up.
She's tough, John. We know. Huge shots going on right here. Nice level kick.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were full... Ooh, she's setting up an armbar now.
That is tight. Oh, wow.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in their submission defense. She's stepping over the mount here.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with chill.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success in this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
Lands, DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back as I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful. Got to be careful, boss.
Oh, she's got that submission locked in tight. Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position. Oh, nice body shot.
30 seconds now to go in round one. Rousey gets plastered by that uppercut. 20 seconds to go in round one. There, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Oh! Massive left for Nunes now! Her hands look crispy tonight. What an end to round one. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen, two of the best women in the world, and they both knocked each other down in that previous round.
They decided before they stepped in the octagon that they were going to bite down on their mouthpieces and let the fists fly. They did that. Both of them paid for it, but they both saw the end of the round. Let's see if anyone changes the course as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is underway here after one of the better 5-minute sequences in recent UFC history. Crazy action in that previous.
Hats off to both of these two young ladies. They both fought a tremendous round. Big knee lands to the body. Big shot to the head. She closes the distance and gets a single collar. Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
And just misses with that big right hand. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Takedown defense holds up. Well, Rousey's nose is cut now, and she started here with some blood in that area. Busy in the clinch, lands that punch. Nice takedown defense there. Promptly scrambles back to her feet. Well done. Oh, roundhouse kick, just when you thought you had seen it all.
She throws everything in.
Maybe the best shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
All right, let's see if she can get back to the hook here. Of course, she'll need a setup here, work off of the jab, and punctuate her combination with that patented hook. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
All right, so her hooks have certainly been the big storyline in this one, DC. Give us a prediction. You think she goes back to it here?
She's absolutely going to go back to it. When I look at her fight, I think of John Lineker, where he just throws hooks to the body, hooks to the head. She does a great job of mixing up the target, and now as the fight has progressed, expect her to try to really sit down on one and end the fight.
Oh, unable to find the target with that hook shot. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to... You never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
She's got her back now.
Beautiful transition.
Rousey's in full guard. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, gets denied by the bottom.
She got stopped. She got stopped right in her tracks. Great job by the bottom fighter.
Let's work. I'll stand this up. You need to work.
Hard scramble, hard scramble.
Oh, right in the mouth.
Well, Rousey's going for an arm here. Ooh, she's got the arm isolated.
She is moving to her finishing position.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, great submission defense. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, so a pretty interesting development here in terms of this fighter's evolution. Just as we saw in the last round, primarily a jiu-jitsu athlete, having a lot of success with her striking tonight.
But you can see it from the moment she came out the corner. She was confident. She told us she would not chase takedowns. She felt like she was even better in the striking. And to this point, she has proven exactly that.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Ronda Rousey. Making all these shots count. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming.
Attempting a choke now. Oh, she might have that locked in.
She's got an arm triangle here, and it looks very tight. She's got to clear the guard, get off to the side, and drop her weight towards the ground if she wants to finish this fight.
Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose. So that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, so there is the horn, so we will see another round. You thought maybe with that knockdown that could have been the end.
You thought it was over. People don't usually get up from those types of strikes. She took that big punch, continued to plod forward. But if she does not move her head, her night will be over very quickly.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Rousey gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. Oh, shot to the body connects there. Beautifully placed right underneath the elbow. She didn't really throw a lot of body shots overall in the fight, but in the latter stages, smart to work the body. Oh, she gets inside and gets the single collar tie.
Oh, nice.
Nunes' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Trying to kick the leg out. Back to the feet. Nunes gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting that body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan. She spoke to us in the fighter meeting about going to the body, about investing, not worrying about seeing the outcome right away. And it's starting to show now as this fight gets longer. Oh, big elbow.
Well, she has really shored some things up defensively here. She blocks another set of shots there.
She said it was going to be a focus, get better defensively, and tonight she's showing that the work has been done.
Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening one.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Nunes is blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Connection higher there, DC, the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it. Really lighten her up now. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Immediately gets the underhook. Well, Rousey's thigh really starting to show serious signs of bruising here. Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, the opponent's back in the fight and can potentially wrap.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all
Now her opponent maybe seeing stars.
Her opponent's seeing stars. Her opponent's hurt. She has to really get after her now to try to find that kill shot that's going to finish the night.
Oh, big left hand!
Let those hands go. Let those hands
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a... She's in a lot of trouble, John. She's going to have to be so smart to reach the final bell.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow, controlling underhook and getting back to your feet. That was a slick transition. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Man, she's making these ground strikes count. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hip, create some space, trip off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that then now she's a little bit safer.
Well, she's got a good arm bar setting up well here.
Beautiful setup. What a tight arm bar.
All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, and she really put it all together on the feet as we show you some of the highlights.
It's all come full circle for this young lady. She said on Thursday that we would see a better version of her than we did the last time she was in the octagon. I will take that a step further and say that this is the best we've ever seen. She should win a pretty clear decision.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Amanda, Lioness of the Ring, Nunes.
All right, well, one thing we can always say about Amanda Nunes, she's not going to force the finish. You can harken back to the Felicia Spencer fight that you